Notification volume 0%.
Good afternoon. I am Blind Prime, and you are watching More Than Meets the Eye. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, share, and comment. I enjoy talking to you, my subscribers, and if you're not my subscriber, please consider subscribing. With your help, we can help eliminate, the non-awareness of the blind. We can help raise the awareness of the blind. So, darn it. Come here, you. Why don't you fall all the way over there? So, for today, I have for you the Nu-Ray Sazuki Vincent Hunting Camo 4x4, 4x4. Here he is right here. Right now I have Beachhead driving him. It's just a typical 4x4. No, not too many bells or whistles with it, but it did come with a lot of cool items. So first off, we get the 4x4 here, and as you can see, I didn't remove the rubber band on the front, so I'm going to discuss that first before some of you leave. There's a rubber band that holds the front of the it holds the bow and arrows in place. And there's on the front of the 4x4. Don't remove the rubber band. Don't remove it. Just take out the bow and the arrows from the front of it, and then you can utilize the rubber band as an item storage to hold your items in there nice and tight. Look at this. I've got Beachhead's gun that he came with, just sitting here, held with the rubber bands, and that ain't going anywhere. It's good. It's sturdy. It's held in there.
Google Play.
And I have to say, I almost cut that rubber band, but then I thought about it and went, wait a minute. I can use this as it's just a strap. I could say it's a strap that holds on the gun, and it totally is a strap that holds on the gun. So there you go. I'd also like to discuss, this thing comes with some really cool accessories. It doesn't come with the G.I. Joes you see on here. I put Beachhead here driving because Beachhead's from Alabama, and, I'm from Alabama. And if there's one thing I know of veterans in Alabama, it's that, more often than not, you're going to find a veteran driving a 4x4 in Alabama. It's just something that veterans do in their pastime. They drive 4x4s. Everybody drives 4x4s in the woods of Alabama. So it made sense. If I had to choose who gets to drive the 4x4, why, it's the guy from Alabama. On the back, I have showcasing the fact that this thing's actually nice and large. So you can actually put your roadblock back here if you have a roadblock. He sort of fell off just a little, but there he goes. He sits in there pretty nice. You can shift it around and stuff. He doesn't move. He's not even held in there. I've just got him holding Flint's gun, and I have his hand down as if he is holding onto the bars to his side to stay in place. That's really cool. I'm super happy with this 4x4, guys. This thing is just so fun. It beats the hell out of any motorcycle or anything like that. You can put two figures on it. Now, let's talk about some of the accessories. So, I'm going to spin it around this way so you can see. Right now, Beachhead is sporting the sniper rifle that comes with the Vincent Sazuki hunting model, or the Nu-Ray Sazuki Vincent Camo. Now, it comes with this really nicely done sniper rifle that stretches all the way down to the bottom, and it has a strap on it, so I put it around Beachhead's shoulder right here, so that, he has it on his back while he's going. He's got his backpack with his little crossbow on. You see it doesn't even bother roadblock here at the rear. It's pretty nice. And it also came with this, which I think is really cool. So let me pull it out of its little sheath. There's a little gun sheath here on the side, so you can put something like a gun. But sadly, not all the G.I. Joe guns fit. I actually haven't found a G.I. Joe gun yet that can fit in here, because they all have doohickeys hanging off on the sides. And they're a little longer at the bottom. But if I find a long, sleek gun, like a sniper rifle of some sort, I'm sure it will fit in there nicely. Like, I hear the Zartan comes with a good sniper rifle. So if you're thinking about getting a Zartan, you may want to consider getting this, redecoing it, and then you can use this nice little sheath right here to put Zartan's sniper rifle. So this is cool. Okay, this is a gun box. It's a little gun carrying case. It's got a little handle that your 6-inch figures can hold. And if you put you got to reach down here towards the front of it, because the front is the only place where there's enough of a ledge for you to get your fingernail in. So you reach towards the front. I do have to appreciate, and I'll talk about this for a moment more. This has got some great texturing on the side. I love this thing's texturing. It feels like a gun case. It feels like a case that, you know, a trombone would be in or something like that. It feels like a case meant to hold things. And it's got these really big hinges on it, which all of these cases have the big hinges on them. So it's so perfect. It's the coolest little thing. And then you open it up and you get a shotgun. Not your pump action shotgun that you may be used to, but an actual nice bird shooting shotgun. And it can fit in your G.I. Joe's hands pretty well. So I guess we'll showcase it off with this guy here, Roadblock. So what you want to do is you want to find where the trigger's at, and then if you know anything about shotguns, you know they're held differently. There's no pistol grip to this, so it can be a little difficult, especially when his fist is so tightly shut. Alright, we're not going to get it on him. His fist is way too closed. No, I upset everything. There we go. I poked myself with the gun. Let's take out Flint's gun. Yeah, we can do that. Flint's rifle, come on out. Come on, yeah, there you go. Alright. Now we just put in this gun. I tried it with Beachhead, and it worked out pretty well. And let's see if it will work out just as well with Roadblock. These guns are a bit difficult to get into place. That can be troublesome, especially Roadblock. Alright, I can't do it with Roadblock. His hands are a little too tight. We'll just set him off to the side. We can, however, do it with him. So we're going to pull up his hand. I've noticed that Beachhead's hands are a lot better than Roadblock's hands. I don't know why that is, but that's the case. Beachhead has some really nice hands. I really appreciate this Beachhead. Like, he's showing to be worth the money every day. He's one of my best figures in classified so far, in my opinion, that I own. You gotta get your thumb in there and your fingernail and get that trigger finger to move. That trigger finger's gotta get into that trigger. There we go. Did I get it? Did I get it? I got it. There we go. And there it is. Now he's holding the shotgun. That's really nice. I really appreciate the shotgun and the sniper rifle. They both work out pretty well, and if you can find a G.I. Joe that holds them, they hold them really nicely. And with all the realism that they put into these G.I. Joes, at least in the sense of sculpting to make it seem like an actual real-life person, it fits. Because you now have these actual real-life hunting rifles and guns, and that's super cool. And on top of that, it's a 4-wheeled scout vehicle for your G.I. Joes, which is even better. Let's drive him over here slightly. The gun case can actually, it can't really fit anything else other than what it was designed to fit. Like, you know, you try to put Flint's shotgun in here and it doesn't work. It doesn't work with anything pistol gripped. It's too narrow. So we'll leave the gun case open, the pistol over there, and we'll discuss the last thing that I love about this. Oh, before I forget, texture-wise, the rails of this thing are made with a slightly different type of plastic than what the actual frame of the vehicle's made out of. Sadly, there is no die cast. I was assuming there would be die cast somewhere to give a little extra weight and humph to it, but oh well. The texturing for this thing is decent. It's got a nice flat paint painted on it. You feel that there's no glossiness to this, except on the rails that you can feel the glossiness. And they're really nice textured rails. Like, they did a good job making this vehicle come to life. I'm assuming it has a camo pattern because that's what it said. It's got okay weight to it. Like, when you pick this thing up, it feels like, you know, you bought something. It's not a piddly, very light thing. And big bonus, it's got shocks, so you can just bump, 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 bump. Yeah, all right. Mine, the front wheels are a little weird and wonky, but I'm sure that was just a QC problem with mine. And the best part about this vehicle is these wheels right here that you see. These are rubber. They are rubber wheels. They're thick rubber wheels. Like, this isn't tire quality rubber. This is a different type of rubber, but it's rubber. It's a rubber wheel. Oh, it's so amazing to have a rubber wheel in a 1/12 scale vehicle. It makes me so happy. I'm so happy for it. Like, what's wrong with you, Beachhead? Roadblock? There you go. Sitting wrong. Alright, I've discussed the 4x4 enough. I love it. I love every moment of it, but there's one more thing. The 4x4 also came with a composite bow and arrows. Now I have Lady J here. Let's move these guys around so I can discuss Lady J. Drive over here. And turn and park yourself over there right now. So we're going to talk about Lady J and her bow. It comes with this really well-detailed composite bow. It's got multiple different parts. It's got the little wheels at the top so that you can get an increased strength to your pull. It's an amazing little bow. It's really nice. Actually, they put a lot more work into this bow, in my opinion, at least in the texturing, than they did in the guns. That was really cool. It also came with these arrows. These arrows have little pins on the back, so you can actually put them on the front of your 4x4, but I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of dumb. If you're going to give me a bow and you're going to give me some arrows, then I'm going to put somebody in charge of it. Now, Lady J has the bow, she's got the arrows, and then if we spin around on the back, you'll notice I made a quiver. Now, I want to do an episode coming up about how I made this quiver, but basically the Cliff Notes version is that I took some paper and I folded it over these guys to make sure that they had enough range so that the action figure could actually reach over and feasibly grab one, and that it, you know, whatever this is called. I'm drawing a blank on it right now, which is weird. I should never draw a blank on that. Anyway, quiver. So, the quiver here is made out of a Maxwell House coffee can, one of the plastic ones. So what I did is I took a piece of paper, I measured out this, and then I folded the piece of paper over, and I used pieces of cardboard and whatnot to stack it so that then I could slide these arrows in and out of my new paper quiver. Then I took that paper quiver I created with cardboard and regular paper, and I proceeded to measure out a length of Maxwell House plastic coffee can that would measure out to fold over to be what that paper quiver was. And then over the span of like 30 minutes, I cut and prodded and bent and snipped until I got this quiver. It's not as good as I'd like it to be, but it's a good quiver. And I used some industrial twisty ties as a brace, as a quiver holder, so she could put it over her head. You know, I don't know. It's not the best in the world, but I think it's a cool thing to do. And if you're a coffee drinker like me, then you have plenty of those coffee cans. I'm going to try and develop other things to use out of those coffee cans because I've got so many coffee cans and I really don't want to add to waste. I want to see if I can figure out how to reuse them. Personally thinking I'm going to try and start like sending things in coffee cans because they work out pretty well. But anyway, guys, that's been my review of the Nu-Ray Sazuki Vincent Camo model that comes with one shotgun, one sniper rifle, one composite bow, and a bunch of arrows. They're all in one piece, so you can't really separate them to shoot individual arrows. But That's a lot of stuff for just $25. I suggest you guys go and pick it up. I mean, it's just $25. It's a good vehicle for 1/12 scale. I have to say, you know, once I got past the fact that there wasn't any die-cast, this thing just turned out to be my favorite out of all of them. I thought the ambulance was my favorite, but nah, it's the Nu-Ray Sazuki Vincent. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this show, and I hope that you have learned something about 1/12 scale vehicles today, and I hope that I have helped you make a purchasing decision that is informed and, you know, isn't just on the cuff. Well, anyway, guys, I'm Blind Prime, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and until next Prime, bye for now.